Welcome back to Markonomics 101 presents Hoot Loot for January 6th, 2021, the year of the coming apocalypse. There are opportunities for you out there, though, nonetheless, and we are going to show you some of those. Because we want to know everything possible, have placed ourselves in such a precarious position here in the middle of a drug field and where I'm scared to death of what the hell's going on behind me. These guys want to kill me if I get any closer, but I am dedicated to doing all the research and due diligence. So like us, please subscribe, and we are going to show you the charts, and we're going to tell you all about the marijuana industry on Weed Wednesday. Well, anyway, we're going to go to the charts in a second here, and we do anything for you to make sure you get accurate information. That's why I'm here risking my life for you. And here we go. You're going to learn some stuff today that's going to be very, very interesting because these charts have a story to tell. Let's go to them right now. This is first, of course, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And you'll notice a lot of the charts I'm going to show you today have more red on them than they've had recently. The market's starting to crater and cave. Now, not entirely, okay? There are certain sections that are still strong, but fewer of them. And we're going to go through that. So the next one is the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 also is not that strong. What you've got here, I keep saying bearish ascending pennant. What that means is that it's kind of chugging along at a slow rate. And that, it also... it's barely made a new top. It just doesn't really look all that good. And I don't know. I'd be very careful right now that the market is very prone to turn, and especially with all of the overexcitement out there. The S&P 500, same thing. Bearish ascending pennant. This is usually a bearish pattern. Why is it bearish? Okay, let me explain that real quick. Okay, when it's ascending and it's going up like this, okay, then to break above it, break out, is harder than to break down. With a descending wedge, which looks like that, it's much easier to break up than it is to break down. It takes a lot more pressure. That's why they tend to be more bearish patterns, because it shows diminishing strength as the market goes higher. So just so that you wonder why it is I look for this pattern, that's why. Let's go on to the Dow Jones Transportations. This one just blows my mind. We are starting to see real weakness in transportation. People are not flying planes at all. These guys are losing money hand over fist. I don't even know why they have any value at all. But you look at this thing. It is in a reversal pattern. It has been very healthy, but it just, I don't know how much longer it has to go. But I mean, this is again a 7-point reversal pattern. There's only one thing that can happen from a reverse wave, and that's a reversal. They almost always are reversal patterns. So, you've got this thing, you got a lot of them that are looking very squishy all of a sudden. US dollar, that's why. Okay? Show's over. No, I'm just kidding. The US dollar is getting the crap beaten out of it. And what I'm trying to tell you right now is that this right here, what you see right here, is the key to everything that's going on right now. Why are prices starting to go up? Why are you seeing higher prices for this, for that? Because you're seeing lower dollar values. That's why. Simple as that. And if this thing cascades too much, okay, they won't have it as a lever anymore. It'll become of less value. It will not want to be held by people, and we won't be able to finance debt. So we got some problems if this thing happens and continues. 10-year treasuries, yeah, I want to pat myself on the back. Pat. We called this. We've been saying interest rates are going up. Look at this. They broke out today. They broke out today because all of a sudden inflation, there is some sense the economy is coming back. I have no idea. I see it in the charts, but I don't see it in real life. Same thing with the 30-year. Pat. That broke out too. It broke out today. Why are these things breaking out now? Because inflation expectations are starting to rise. More people are listening to Markonomics 101 and Hoot Loot and are getting the scoop. And don't you miss out on that, because we tell it like it is. All right. Now, if you got a mortgage, fix your mortgage. Now's the time to do it. These rates are not going to stay down there very long. And I'm telling you, that's the one thing you do not want to get caught up in is higher interest rates. You'll never be able to get them back. The this is Bitcoin. This thing is going parabolic. This is the ultimate anti-dollar play right here, Bitcoin. This is kind of like gold in a way, except Bitcoin is more of a marketplace of speculators than it is, people who actually invest. No one knows what it's worth. You'll ask people who trade it, and they'll go, "I don't know what it's worth." Anyway, Bitcoin does indicate that the dollar's in deep trouble, and we're going to follow this. This thing right now, Bitcoin is worth like it's worth an unbelievable amount of money. It's worth like $700 billion. Oh my God, this thing is going to actually could go to a really high level. Who knows? Winklevosses will have the last laugh. Um, Apple. Okay, so now we're going to go through some of the stocks that tell a story. Apple, seeing red again. This stock right here it's made a double top, possibly. That's not a good sign. It could easily. It looks like it may have broken its trend line, and it is very possibly on its way down. I don't like the way it looks, and you're going to see a lot more red than you saw last time. Um, this is Amazon. I kept it in green because it hasn't technically broken. But look at it. It's in a triangle formation or a pennant, which should be bullish, should be a continuation, but it's not. Again, the hint here. The economy isn't as strong as we think in all sectors, and maybe Amazon's a little overpriced at this point. I mean, how high can it go? Um, Costco. Now here's one of our four famous retailers. We have four. We're down to like four now. Costco, Amazon, Walmart, and I don't know what's the other one. Uh, Target. Those are basically the four retailers we have left in this country. All the little businesses have gone out of business. So this is Costco right here. Costco looks like it's making a rounded top, and this one again does not look good. It might still potentially rally from here, but I'd be careful. We're seeing a lot more red flags than not, and that's the important thing about today. Facebook, the arbiters of what is truthful in this world. Sorry, but this one doesn't look too good either. I expect Facebook actually will. This one does look red. This is about as bad of a pattern as we've seen, and this company is worth a lot of money too. Okay, so now again another transportation company which says the economy's in trouble. FedEx, FedEx again rounded top. Those knuckleheads left my package on the wrong side of the building again, and that figures that they wouldn't be able to go up from here. But here we got a rounded top, and again, this is one of the big companies that move goods around. If it is making a top, that is telling you something. So again, another sign of caution. This is Google. We love Google. We just absolutely love Google. I don't know why, but we do. We love to Google things. We love to Google us. We love to Google information and get it right. Google's also making a bearish rounded top is what it looks like to me. And so, it's still above its trend line, but, again, there's so much more of a fracturing of these different companies than there was before. They seem very uniform. Here's a new one, Molina Healthcare. I was looking this one up today, and look at that. The flu. The flu's good business. Flu is great for business. Matter of fact, I mean, this company all of a sudden it's one of those that handles all these patients. And Molina Healthcare, brand new high. Nothing like a good case of the flu to get your business going. All right, so we've got Microsoft. Doesn't look too good either, and Microsoft, it looks like it either has broken down or it's about to. Okay, and so again, you've got another big cap stock that is not looking good. They're all moving in the same direction. Notice we went from a lot of green to a lot of red. Netflix, all right? This is another one that looked like it was going to go up, and I don't know if it will at this point. I would say look at this one. It's in danger of breaking it down from its trend line, and, at some point, companies just become fully valued. I mean, this is a company that's fully valued. Target, there we go. We can't. How can we possibly forget about that great allegiance between France and its number one retailer, Target? Target's doing incredibly well, though. I mean, considering everything, they just made a new high today. People, I guess, it's interesting because that whole stimulus check that was promised last night, if you voted for the right way, That stimulus check is already starting to be embedded into stocks. They've already spent their money. That's the other thing I'm concerned about is this money is being spent. Okay, in other words, if you get $2,000, you're increasing the money supply. People are not producing more goods, and you're creating inflation, and no one's being better off for it. So, UPS, another big shipper, again, rounded top, doesn't look good. This is again very economically sensitive. El Dorado Gold. We're going to talk a little bit about some of our picks here in terms of gold and and I guess green gold too. El Dorado, love it to death. Look at that, made a new high. We've been recommending this for God knows how long. I'm sick and tired of hearing myself say it, but what the hell, I'll say it. We were right, and it broke out today. This is El Dorado Gold, and I love showing this because if you're a long-term investor, okay, you have to look at this 20-year chart. And look how high this thing can go. I mean, if you go back here for a second, look at this thing. Okay? I mean, that's made that move. Now look at this. I mean, it's still down there. This thing could go all the way up to like 100, okay? Easily. Gold's at a higher price. And oil is the biggest cost, and oil is at a lower price. So there's another one we love. Core mining, Coeur d'Alene. Silver is where it's at. This is, again, look at that, rounded bottom. Look how high it could go. I mean, Coeur d'Alene could, silver prices could make new highs. This thing could go way up there. So, I just want to keep reminding you of that. Now let's get to the fun part. This is the part of the show that is dedicated toward good investments and staying away from these guys back here who are scaring me to death. But Aurora Cannabis is one of four that, after last night's election surprise, which you don't get too many that affect markets, but last night's election surprise and what appears to be, that has so helped this industry. This industry is about to explode, and that's one of the beautiful things. It's not related to the economy. People are gonna, they're probably gonna get stoned just because of the hell's going on out there. So we're gonna go on to the next one. This is Canopy Growth. This is the biggest one. This one is a 5-year. I actually want to show you the 1 year first, but right here, look at Canopy Growth. This thing, now why am I not bearish on this thing? It's going parabolic. Because we're starting low. See, with Canopy Growth, we're starting down here. This thing has been going down for years and years and years and years. Okay, if you were buying it like, up here at the top, I'd say, yeah, you're taking your chances. But you got value, actually. Isn't that a concept? Value in cannabis? So right here, you have a beautiful rounded bottom. And this thing is just broken out above that. And it can go, who knows how high? You just don't know. A lot higher, though. Canopy Growth, again, I showed you that before. But I did want to remind you that we're at new highs. So just in case you're wondering where we were, we're at new highs. Okay, this is called Hexocorp. This one's another one that is, don't fear the reefer. This one is a great one. And I'll tell you this, if it breaks 525, this thing is going 4 times as high, 5 times as high. I don't even know. It's another one of those that's been so high before. And this one right here, Tilray, is an amazing company. Tilray came public at $20 a share like 3 or 4 years ago. It's trading at 10. It was just basically bought. Okay, that tells you something. It's now combining with Afia to form one of the largest, probably the second largest cannabis company to Canopy. And when that happens, that's consolidation, that's good economics, and that's what creates value. Tilray traded as high as $300 once. Okay, it's trading at below its IPO price. How many companies can you say that about? Not many, but you pretty soon you'll be able to say it about DoorDash. Anyway, it's been, we always love seeing you guys. Please like and subscribe. It's always fun. Love you to death. If you have any questions, please write us in, and we're always here to answer them, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.